Long life to you.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about.
I've seen a lot of thieves come and go, but I've never seen anyone as good as me.
Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say.
No, I'm not about
Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
I suggest you... Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Grignol will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Grignol assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra job. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arangoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Well, hey there. Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? I hope we bump into each other again.
Hey! I want to talk to you. Now.
Hey, up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin and goo. Making us look good, too. Let me know.
Okay? Got a minute? Wanted to say something.
Chair, my friend, this is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief. I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of money doing it.
It's where a client pays you to get arrested. You get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to... Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy. Some other time, perhaps.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh?
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're going to get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all full. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recover. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Say, you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Need some gold?
All eyes are on you,
I may
lad.
have some work for you.
Don't disappoint us.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
All right, Delvin. What gives with that piece of shadow banish you sold me?
What do you mean? It tastes finer than anything Cyrillic Brothers ever made.
Sure, it tastes great. Only one
All
problem.
eyes are on you, lad.
You said it
Don't
would make the
disappoint.
darkness as clear. Stay when you drink it. Guess what? It doesn't.
Am I responsible if the lens was on that? Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Yes, my friend. I'm right behind you.
How are you doing? Lead the way. I've got your back.
Sneaking. I can come and watch your back. I'll wait for your ear.
Long life.
Something on your mind?
Ready to go.
Sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now, that's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on, see if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
can hear you talking out there. My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in... That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go? What? Oh, God. I don't want to die. Please, I don't know. I mean, I'm a soldier. I've killed people when I was ordered to. Maybe there was sometimes I got carried away. But war is war, right? Nobody could blame me for that. Could they? What did I do? Please, whatever it is, I'm sorry.
Cowards. Stealing a woman from her home. For shame. Excuse me. What kind of question is that? I'm kneeling here with my hands bound and a sack over my head, and you have the gall to ask me that? What do you think, genius? None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed. Now, let me out of here.
Come now, whatever the problem, we can talk about it like civilized folk, Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder. Me? Are you serious? The real question is, would someone pay to have me killed again? A day goes by without someone trying to cut me in the street. I get disappointed. Tell you what, you release me, and I promise my associates will not cut you down like an animal and butcher you in the street. It is a win-win.
Well, well, aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chance? When most would speak, you listen. You think. You understand that the only thing that matters is you following my orders. To kill. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road. hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Are you all right? Are you hurt? What happened to you? They must have slipped me something. Woke up almost a day later with a pounding headache and you were gone. Been tracking you since. I'm so sorry.
Something before himself, you know. Always wished he could carry more.
Aye? Well now. Last I heard, the Dark Brotherhood was a dying syndicate. But before the Great War, they were the scourge of Tamriel. I won't judge you if this is the path you want to take. Divines know I have no right to. But these people could ask anything of you. And you might not have a choice but to obey.
Mm-hmm.
You want to ask me something? No, my mind is as empty as a
Never thought
beggar's
I'd say
purse.
this, but I could almost wish we were in Blackmarsh.
How can I assist?
My friend, my mind is being tugged again. It is very strong this time. I see wooden posts upright in the snow. A tower. I recognize the tower. I see the cabin again. The door is locked tight. It is receding. It is over. For now. My head is pounding. Ow. I agree. I think I know where to start. I saw a ruined tower in the snow. I think I camped there once long ago. The tower is a short hike from Dawnstar. It is called Snow Point Beacon. It is nothing special from what I remember, but I think it is close to the source of these embarrassing episodes. I understand if we are too busy, but what do you say? Shall we go? Thank you, my friend. I will mark Snow Point Beacon on your trusty map. Let us go. Some say I am unfortunate to have been born so different, but I think I am lucky.
You certainly are. I don't suppose I could take a sample.
I am not one of your science experiments, Lucien. I am not a thing to be dissected and studied at your leisure.
Oh, of course. Sorry. I get carried away sometimes.
No harm done. Maybe I will let you have a few hairs later. Just try to remember the difference between people and things, please.
I'll do my best. Terribly sorry.
What is on your mind? My mind and I thank you for helping us, my friend. I hope we make a full recovery. I'm wondering if all this is in my head. You haven't had any visions, have you? Maybe I'm crazy. Let us find out. Yes, my friend. Sure. Really? That popular-smelling horse with abandonment issues and hopes of a brighter future? What a gift! Thank you! My very own steed. Wow.
Your belly like an old woman's.
Here we go, Unigo.
Another one bites the dust.
These bandits deserve little more than a... hit in their spine.
Snowpoint Beacon. Next, we need to find the wooden posts I saw. They must be close. In my vision, the posts were worn and weather-beaten. According to my nose, all the wood here seems to have been cut fairly recently. I can also smell stone, and ice, and you, and... Wait, I can smell old timber. This way, my friend. The source of my mind vibrations is east of here. I am sure of it. The cabin must be nearby. These are the posts from my vision. Come on, let's follow them. No, but we are on the right path. I am glad you are by my side. Let us push on. More mind vibrations. The source is at the top of these steps. I can feel it. Thank the gods. I am not crazy. There it is. The cabin I saw. My friend, I bet you 100 septims the door is locked tight. I think I have a solution, though. During one of my painful episodes, I said, "It is under the rug." Remember? Give me a moment. Yes, here it is, a key. Back home, my mother used to keep a spare in the same place. Why don't you do the honors? My hands are uncharacteristically shaky for some reason. Okay, let us see what is inside.
What do you need? Aye, don't be long.
What can I do for you? Right you are, boss.
Yes?
Is that a picture of me? What is this place? Let us look around.
Oh my. You're here. I was beginning to lose hope. What? No, not you, you bumbling Breton. Him. Get out of the way. Inigo, is it really you? Or am I dreaming?
That is my name, and let me tell you this. If you insult my friend again, I will be forced to harm you. Do we have an understanding?
My apologies. I am often too terse for my own good. I mean nothing by it, I assure you.
Okay, my friend here is the legendary Dragonborn. He deserves your respect.
I see. Well, I'm sure you make quite the team, Inigo, but it's you who I've been seeking all these years. I'm so glad you're still alive.
Who are you? Why have you been seeking me?
My name is Langley. Langley Longseer to some. Dear boy, I have much to tell you. How did you find me?
I started to get brief, painful visions a while ago. They showed me flashes of this place. And you. I also felt a nasty tugging sensation.
Ha! The spell works. Not quite as was intended, but it got you here in the end. I was about ready to string that conjuration mage up by his toes.
You summoned me? I have to tell you, your spell needs work.
I've been trying to locate you for quite some time. I even traveled to Riverhold. I found your parents shortly after they died, God's rest their souls. Oh dear, you do know about that, don't you?
They were killed protecting a trading caravan. I heard. You were there?
Yes. I am so sorry for your loss. For all your losses. In a way, I've been traveling with you. Just a step behind.
Did my mother and father die well?
They met their end with dignity. I was the one who found them, and I made sure they had a fine burial. They died holding hands.
Why were you there? Were you looking for me even then?
I had hoped they could lead me to you. I continued to track you for years. Then the trail went cold after I found your brother.
You found Fergus? How? Have you always been hiding in my past, haunting every step I take? Why? I do not know you. What do you want from me?
I've come to know you very well. I am your friend, Inigo. Perhaps the greatest friend you have. We are destined to work together.
I already have the only friend I need.
You don't understand. There's a great evil coming. I don't know when exactly, but it is close. I've seen it in my dreams. You are there too. You are the champion destined to destroy the Doomstrider.
What are you talking about? The Doomstrider?
Yes, the very avatar of destruction and death. The demon that has plagued my dreams for decades.
I need to sit down.
Take a seat, rest, and I'll tell you all I know. I've been keeping a note of everything.
I am sorry, my friend. I need a moment. My legs are a little wobbly all of a sudden.
Go and sit down. It is a lot to take in, I know. Make no mistake, Inigo. You are safe here. You both are. Inigo and I have much to discuss. I don't wish to be rude, but perhaps it's best if you leave us to it for a bit. In fact, if you could do something for me, I'd be most grateful. Eggs. Eggs! You know, birds lay them. Snow thrush eggs, to be precise. 6 should do the trick. They often boost my visions, allowing me to see further into the future. If Inigo is here, then maybe the Doomstrider is finally preparing to strike. We must be ready. I don't know. Maybe in time we'll find out together. Go on, go and get those eggs and let Inigo and I talk a while. There are at least 8 nests outside my home. You shouldn't need to go very far. I hope you don't mind heights. They are usually rather elevated. Come back to me when you have 6 eggs, no fewer. Find 8, and I'll give you something precious for your trouble. Search up high, and try not to fall off anything.
How are you doing? There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from Rorikstead.
Well done, you got the eggs. Very good. Your prize? Oh, yes. Here you go. Take my thanks and my gratitude. Very precious commodities indeed. What? I didn't need eggs. I just needed you out of the house for a bit so we could talk. Keep them. Turn them into an omelette for all I care. Anyway, Inigo and I have had a bit of a chat, and he's persuaded me that you can be trusted. It seems we three are in this together. I've given him my notes, and I'm sure he'll let you read through everything. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Maybe you should talk to Inigo first, though.
Good job getting those eggs, my friend. This Langley fellow may be a bit rude and gruff, but he's on our side. He gave me these. He found my father's journal, can you believe it? He also gave me 2 books he's written about his search for me. They contain a lot of information about how important I am. They are very good books, but also sad. Apparently, I have my own prophecy. If you want to hear more about it, I'll tell you what I know. Langley says we are going to save the world. That is, of course, unless you think we have something better to do. It is still a little tender. Oh, that reminds me. You should ask Langley about the summon spell that has been causing my mind vibrations. He has a spare copy. Maybe he will let you give it a go. My mind is not keen on the idea, but I think a spell like that could be useful, my friend. Those items on the shelves Langley salvaged from my past bring back some good memories. The witches those skulls belonged to were very energetic. Removing their heads slowed them down. Blow-Aft's club still smells a little. He was the most odorsome giant I have ever put an end to. That helmet up there was only a little harder than the head of its owner. Luckily, the neck beneath it was quite soft. I am thinking you are very kind. Thank you for giving me my own steed. I am grateful. This place smells safe and fascinating. I will tell you what I know. Okay, the Indigo Prophecy. Somewhere out there in the world, there is a very nasty being gathering its strength. If left unchecked, it will grow until its evil influence burns away all that is good in this world. It has appeared in Langley's dreams for many years. Often as a gigantic figure striding through the land, leaving nothing but pain, anguish, and death in its wake. He calls it the Doomstrider. In the same dream, he sometimes sees a handsome blue Khajiit defeat the menace with his help. He calls this fellow the Champion. That is me, my friend. Much of Langley's prophecy is hazy, and he says that sometimes his dreams show more than one possible outcome. But now he and I have finally met, he believes we stand a good chance of preventing much suffering. What details can I help you with? Not much, I'm afraid. Langley is the man to ask about that. All I know is that I am destined to fight whatever or whoever it is. I hope you will be at my side when the time comes, my friend. Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with my debt to you. It warms my heart to hear you say that, my friend. With your help, I know I can finally put some good back into this world. They are called In Search of a Champion and Da Vinci's Journal. My father wrote the journal, and Langley wrote In Search of a Champion. Langley's books contain the story of his search for me, and a few tales about Fergus and I. The journal is my father's personal account of our upbringing. In my opinion, the books are informative and quite moving. Not much. I hope you will be at my side when the time comes, my friend. Of course, I will do my best to keep this from interfering with... Like all Khajiit, my physical characteristics were probably determined by the moons at my birth. I seem to be the product of a very rare celestial alignment that only occurs briefly, every few hundred years or so. In the backward village where I was born, a blue child was seen as a bad moon omen. I would have been sacrificed if my birth mother had not smuggled Fergus and I away. We were not identical, but we were twins. Perhaps his life was forfeit by association. Whatever the case, I like to think that my birth mother could not bear the idea of separating us. I can only guess that there was enough time between our births for the moons to shift. Langley thinks the alignment that produced me may only last for a few moments. I am incredibly unique, my friend. What would you like to know? He is interesting. Langley has dreams that often come true. He usually foresees the beginning, the middle, or the end of a future event, but never all three. So he may know that a man at the market will get into a fight, but he won't know why. Or he will see a dead man at the market, but not know how he died. To make matters worse, he sometimes sees 2 or more possible endings. Until we met, he couldn't be sure that we ever would. He is understandably relieved. Ever since I appeared in his dreams, he has been looking for me. All he knew in the beginning was that the champion was Khajiiti, avoided death at an early age, and had blue fur. He finally heard about a remote village among the shifting sands of elsewhere that ritualistically sacrifices any child born among their number whose fur is blue. He deduced that the champion was likely a blue child from this village that somehow escaped their fate. He set off in search of the village, but on the way he found Overhaul and heard about me. This was a few years after Fergus and I left to find our fortune, though, so he began tracking us. Along the way, he heard tales about my brother and I. He even collected mementos from our endeavors. You can see a few of them over there on those shelves by the chest. After finding Fergus, lying among the remains of our camp, he lost track of me. The years went by, and he grew weary. He eventually returned here, and employed a group of adventurers to continue the search for me, and to look for any signs of the Doomstrider. He also paid a conjuration mage to concoct a summon Inigo spell. My mind vibrations were the result of him trying unsuccessfully to use the spell. Ever since I appeared in his dreams, he has been looking for me. All he knew in the beginning was that the champion was Khajiiti, avoided death at an early age, and had blue fur. He finally had that ritualistic. He set this along the way. You can see after he also paid a conjuration mage to concoct a summon. What would you like to know? We wait for Langley to receive more information either from his sources or his dreams. When he hears something new, he will let us know. He will use the summon spell to vibrate my mind again. My mind is not looking forward to it. Okay.
Can't you see I'm busy? What do you need? I don't know. Can you? What do you want to know? I believe a group of Talos worshippers used to live here. I'm not sure where they went, but I fear they may have suffered an attack of some sort. When I first arrived, there were a few collapsed shacks and a destroyed stable, too. This is the only building that was intact. I needed to re-thatch the roof and fix areas of the walkway, but other than that, it was in tip-top condition. They are relics of Inigo's past. The skulls are all that is left of a coven of witches he and his brother destroyed. The club belonged to the first giant he killed, and the big helmet at the top was once the property of Browolf the Broad, a fearsome tyrant. That one was a near thing, but Inigo and Fergus dispatched him in the end. The stories behind each item are in the books I gave Inigo. Yes, I find that stupidity can be contagious. To maintain one's intellectual prowess, it is important to keep one's distance from society as a whole. Of course, this does not apply to Inigo, and since he likes you so much, I'll suffer your company for as long as he wants you around. I suppose. It's rubbish. Tosh. Hardly works at all. All it seems to do is give poor Inigo vague directions to the summoner, and a headache. I followed the instructions dutifully. There's no reason it shouldn't work. No one knows Inigo better than I do. The conjuration mage who created the spell told me that as long as I was Inigo's true friend, I should be able to get it to work. It's clearly broken. I'm the greatest ally Inigo has. Oh, I'm sure you know him a little, but I've been studying him for decades. No, if the spell doesn't work for me, it won't work for anyone. Isn't that right, Inigo?
I think you should let him try it.
Exactly. What? Why?
Langley, I am sure we are great allies in the making, but my friend here and I have a more immediate bond.
What do you mean? Oh, I didn't realize you were an item.
Not that kind of bond. We have traveled together. We have enjoyed sharing our views on many subjects. We have fought bravely side by side. I have placed my life in his hands. What I'm trying to say is, we are friends. Go on, hand over a copy of the spell. I am the only one who will suffer if it goes wrong.
I see. I won't argue with you, even though it's a waste of time. I will do as you ask.
Thank you. What is the worst that can happen?
You don't want to know. If we're going to do this, we must be scientific. Inigo, you stay here, and your friend and I will go outside. Once we're on the path, I'll give you the spell, and you can try unsuccessfully to teleport Inigo to us. Stare vacantly if you understand.
Good luck, my friend. I will wait and brace myself.
Okay, you can quit the vacant gazing routine now. Come on, we should head outside and get this over with. Right, let's get started. Here is the spell. I had to pry it open just to read half the incantation. Inconceivable! Just you wait, I bet your hands explode when you cast it.
Shall we move on?
How did you do that?
Good to see you.
It worked! I am outside!
I don't know what to say.
Let us test its range. Try to place me farther away.
Shall we move on?
Do it again! That felt good! My friend, that was wonderful! Did you see? One moment I was inside, casually not tasting Langley's cooking, then whoosh! I saw your face, and I was out here! It was amazing! It feels good. No mind vibrations at all. It is like a brief, warm embrace, followed by a pleasant, floaty sensation. There is something else. When you summoned me, I felt like I had a choice. That I could choose not to go if I didn't want to. This is a fantastic tool, my friend. I knew you could do it. You are outstanding.
Observation. The subject seems to be physically unaffected by the spell. He is, however, exhibiting poor character judgment.
You are a funny fellow, Langley. Poor character judgment, my deal. My friend here did a fantastic job getting the spell to work.
Note, the subject is clearly delusional.
The subject does not sound nearly as good as the champion. Did I offend you in some way? I hope not. Without you, we never would have gained such a wonderful spell. I hope you know we are grateful for all you have done.
It's not you, Inigo. It's him. The spell shouldn't work with just anyone. It was supposed to form a link between us. This idiot broke it.
I think that maybe the spell works because of the link my friend and I already share.
What?
We three are a team now. We need each other and should not be fighting amongst ourselves.
You and I are a team? All this moron can do is collect eggs. How useful is that going to be when we take on the Doomstrider?
That is only one of my friend's many talents. Trust me, you could not wish for a more worthy ally.
We shall see. I hope you're right. I'm getting cold. I think I'll head inside. Feel free to make yourself at home and stay as long as you like. When you leave, I'll be sure to contact you with my lesser version of the spell if I hear anything new.
Thank you, Langley. I am glad we finally met.
I am too. I can see you're every bit the champion this world needs. I'll see you soon. I'm sorry if I spoke out of turn earlier. I'm sure you don't mean to be annoying. Yes, I agree. Please don't take anything I say to heart. I know I can be insufferable at times. Right. Goodbye for now.
I am glad you are giving Langley a chance, my friend. I believe he means well, even if he is not very good at showing it. His heart is in the right place, I think. I find him quite amusing. Anyway, we solved the mystery of my vibrating brain, and you got a powerful new spell. A spell they do not teach at any college, I'll wager. I am still trying to digest everything Langley told me. There is a lot to sort through. For now, we get on with our lives until he contacts us again. I have a feeling we are at the beginning of a fantastic adventure, my friend. That was discombobulating, in a good way. Alakazam!
Guess we better get going. How are you doing, my friend? Let's get moving. Excellent. What shall we work on this time?
Oh, it's fucking freezing.
You do? Splendid. Which spell? Never again shall I be caught unarmed. I like it. And... wow, it's so light. Ha! Ha ha! Oh, marvelous. All right then.